Common English Mistakes Part 2. In this video, we will talk about when to use who or whom. This is something that many people find confusing, so hopefully this lesson can clear some of that up. Here's a quick trick. We use who if we can answer the question with he or she. We use whom if we can answer the question with her or him. Another way to think about this is that who functions as a subject, meaning that it is doing the main action in the sentence or question. This is why we can replace who with he or she and it still makes sense. Whom functions as an object, meaning that it is receiving the action. This is why we can replace whom with her or him and it still makes sense. So, to summarize, who functions as a subject? Think he or she. Whom functions as an object? Think her or him. Let's go through a few examples. Who or whom bought you the flowers? So if we were to answer this question, we would say he bought you the flowers or she bought you the flowers. We would not say him bought you the flowers. So going back to our rule, since we answered the question with he or she, we need to use who in this question. Who bought you the flowers? Next example. To who or whom did you address the letter? How would you answer this question? You can pause the video to answer. Would you say, I addressed the letter to he? Or would you say I addressed the letter to him? It makes more sense to say I addressed the letter to him. So we would use whom in this example. To whom did you address the letter? Another tip is that normally, after prepositions like for, to, about, by, or of, we use whom. And that's because these prepositions tell us that someone is receiving the action. Someone is acting as the object. In that case, we should use whom. So if we go back to this earlier example, we see the preposition to, so we should indeed use whom in this example. Another way to think of this example is that in this part of the sentence, did you address the letter? You is the subject, address is the verb, and this part, the to whom, is actually the object. This is the person that's receiving the action of the addressing. That's another way to think about why whom makes sense in this example over who. Next example. Who or whom is he thinking about? How would you answer this question? I can say, he is thinking about her. Remember, if we can answer the question with her or him, we should use whom. So the correct answer is, whom is he thinking about? Last example before we do some practice questions. The girl, who or whom is reading that book, is very nice. This is a little different from the examples we've been going through so far. In this sentence, we have something called the appositive. The appositive is a phrase that gives more information about a subject. In this example, the appositive is this part right here, who or whom is reading that book. It's giving us more information about the girl. It's referring back to the girl. So, in this example, we're providing information about the subject of the sentence. The girl equals who or whom is reading that book. We should in fact use who because we're referencing the subject of the sentence. Another way to think of this is that we can replace who or whom with she. We can say she is reading that book. So, remember our rule. If we can use he or she, we should use who in the sentence. So this should say, the girl who is reading that book is very nice. Let's do some practice questions. From who or whom can I borrow a pen? How would you answer this question? You can pause the video here to give it a try. We would say, I can borrow a pen from her or him. This means we should use whom. Another way to think of this is that after a preposition like from, we use whom. Next question. The detective is trying to find out who or whom committed the crime. We can cross out who or whom and replace with he or she. He committed the crime, or she committed the crime. So we would use who in this example. The detective is trying to find out who committed the crime. Last question. Who or whom is the new office manager? We would answer by saying, she is the new office manager. So, going back to our rule, we should use who. Who is the new office manager? Here is a summary of the video lesson. As always, it is available as a PDF in the Google Drive in the description box below. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.